Have you ever heard of a place that feels like a secret? Somewhere that seems to exist just beyond the edge of the map, quietly waiting to be discovered? That's how Moldova felt to me. A hidden gem, tucked between Romania and Ukraine, often overlooked but brimming with stories. For me, that place is Moldova. The moment I crossed the border, I sensed I was stepping into a world apart, a place where time moves a little slower and every moment feels meaningful. Before I visited, I barely knew anything. Just whispers of wine and countryside, stories of rolling fields and quiet villages. Moldova was a mystery, a blank page in my travel journal. But what I found was a country overflowing with warmth and hospitality. The people here don't just welcome you, they embrace you, eager to share their lives and traditions. From the moment I arrived, I felt genuinely welcomed, like family. Every handshake, every smile, every invitation to sit and share a meal made me feel at home, even though I was thousands of miles away from my own. Moldova isn't just a place you see, it's a place you feel. The connection to the land, the people, and the traditions is almost tangible, woven into every experience. Imagine rolling hills painted with endless grapevines and ancient monasteries hidden in quiet valleys. The landscape is a patchwork of green and gold, dotted with villages where life is lived at a gentle pace. And the food, each dish a story, a tradition passed down through generations. Meals here are more than just sustenance, they're a celebration of family, history, and the land itself. Moldova is a feast for the senses and the soul. The aroma of fresh bread, the taste of homemade wine, the laughter echoing around a crowded table. These are the memories that linger long after you leave. My first real taste wasn't in a fancy restaurant, but at a small family winery. The setting was humble, but the experience was rich beyond words. The owner poured me a glass of homemade fetiasca Niagara, watching my reaction with hope. It was more than just wine. It was pride, heritage, and a piece of his heart in every drop. When I smiled, he smiled. In that simple exchange, we understood each other, even without words. In that moment, I understood. This was about sharing heritage, not just wine. Every glass was a bridge between cultures, a way to connect across borders and backgrounds. That single glass was an invitation to connect and share in their joy. It was a reminder that the best travel memories are made not just by seeing new places, but by truly connecting with the people who call them home. So, I want to take you with me, to share the magic of this overlooked corner of Europe. Moldova may not be on every traveler's bucket list, but it should be. Forget about checklists. This is about connection and authenticity. It's about slowing down, savoring the moment, and letting yourself be surprised by kindness. It's about discovering joy in the unexpected and beauty in the real. Moldova taught me that the most meaningful journeys are the ones that touch your heart. In Moldova, strangers treat you like family, and every meal is unforgettable. The bonds you form here are genuine, and the memories are lasting. This is a country with a story to tell, waiting for you to listen. Every person you meet has a tale, every village a legend, every meal a memory. Are you ready? Let's go! Moldova is waiting, and its story is just beginning. Moldova's story is written in the grapevine. Each twisted trunk and leaf tells a tale of resilience and tradition. Here, the land and its people are bound together by a love for the vine, a connection that runs deeper than the roots themselves. Winemaking here goes back thousands of years, shaping the landscape and the culture. The rolling hills, blanketed in vineyards, have witnessed countless harvests and celebrations. Archaeologists have found evidence of grape cultivation from as far back as 7,000 BC. That's ancient! Pottery shards and grape seeds tell us that wine has been cherished here since the dawn of civilization. Wine isn't just a drink here, it's part of Moldova's identity. It's poured at every celebration, shared at every table, and woven into the very fabric of daily life. Walking through the vineyards, you feel the weight of history in the soil. Every step connects you to generations of growers who have tended these vines with care and pride. Winemakers speak of their grapes, Rara Niagara, Fetiasca alba, Viorica, as old friends, each variety carrying stories and secrets passed down through the ages. These indigenous varieties are unique to Moldova, a taste you won't find anywhere else. Each grape expresses the character of the land, the climate, and the people who nurture them. Even during tough times, wars, occupations, and hardship, families protected their best vines, preserving their heritage for future generations. The vineyard became a symbol of hope and endurance. Every bottle is a flavor of survival, love, and connection to the land. Each sip is a tribute to those who refuse to let their traditions fade away. Drinking Moldovan wine is tasting living history. Sunshine, soil, and generations of care, all captured in a single glass. It's a journey through time and tradition. For a small country, its wine story is epic, full of passion, perseverance, and a new generation eager to share Moldova's ancient wine soul with the world, one glass at a time. Imagine driving a car deep beneath the earth, your headlights illuminating ancient stone walls as you wind through a labyrinth of underground tunnels. These tunnels aren't just any passageways. They're lined with millions of wine bottles, stretching as far as the eye can see, creating a mesmerizing, endless corridor of glass and history. Welcome to Milesti Mici in Moldova, a true wonder of the wine world and the official Guinness World Record holder for the largest wine collection on Earth, with over 1.5 million bottles stored in its depths. The cellars stretch for more than 120 miles underground, forming a vast network of subterranean streets, each one named after a different grape variety, like Cabernet, Fetiasca, and Pinot. It's so immense that visitors are given maps just to navigate, and it's easy to feel like you're wandering through a secret city built entirely for wine lovers. Not far away, you'll find Cricova, another underground marvel. Here, electric vehicles whisk guests through winding tunnels, past historic wine collections and rare vintages that have aged for decades. Even world leaders and celebrities have chosen to store their private collections here, adding an air of exclusivity and intrigue to these already legendary cellars. These vast cellars were originally limestone mines, their cool, stable temperatures now providing the perfect environment for aging wine to perfection. As you stroll past enormous oak barrels and rows of dusty, cobwebbed bottles, you can't help but feel like you've entered a hidden kingdom where time slows down and every bottle has a story. The highlight of any visit is the tasting at the end, sampling sparkling red and white wines, each with its own unique character, shaped by the centuries-old traditions and the magic of these underground chambers. It's the perfect finale, raising a glass in celebration, connecting the epic scale and history of the cellars to the simple, timeless pleasure of enjoying a truly great wine. For anyone who loves adventure, history, and wine, exploring these cellars is an unforgettable experience, a must-do journey into the heart of Moldova's winemaking heritage. Moldovan cuisine is the ultimate comfort food, hearty, soulful, and made with love. The star is mamaliga, a creamy polenta served with salty cheese and sour cream. Simple, but pure heaven. The food blends Romanian, Russian, Ukrainian, and Turkish influences into something uniquely Moldovan. Try placinte, savory pastries filled with cheese, potatoes, or cherries, and sarmale, stuffed cabbage or grape leaves. The secret? Incredible ingredients. Moldova's fertile soil produces vibrant, flavorful produce. Markets overflow with fresh tomatoes, crisp cucumbers, and sweet peppers. Every meal is a celebration. People gather, share, and toast for hours. Eating here is about community and connection, not just food. You're not a customer, you're a guest. In Moldova, every meal is a celebration of life's simple joys. Moldova's music is alive. Vibrant folk tunes played on tambal, accordion, and violin. It's joyful and a little melancholic, echoing the country's history. At festivals, everyone dances the hora, pulling strangers into the circle. I joined in, laughing and spinning with locals of all ages. Music connects everyone, breaking down barriers. Traditions live on in everyday life. After dinner, a grandfather plays accordion for his grandchildren. In Chisinau, the art scene thrives, from folk ballet to modern performances. Whether in a village or on a national stage, Moldova's music and dance reveal a resilient, joyful spirit. Moldova is more than wine. Its countryside is dotted with historic monasteries in breathtaking locations. Orheiul Veci, a cave monastery carved into a limestone cliff, overlooks a winding river and ancient landscape. The peace and spirituality here are profound. Soroka Fortress, a perfectly round medieval stronghold, stands proudly on the Dniester River. Walking its walls, you feel the echoes of centuries past. Moldova's small towns and villages are full of charm. Horse-drawn carts, sunflower fields, and blue-gated houses. Life moves slower here, with neighbors stopping to chat and time to appreciate the moment. It's a glimpse into a simpler, more connected way of living. To feel a city's pulse, visit its central market. Piazza Centrale in Chisinau is unforgettable. It's a lively maze of stalls selling everything from fresh produce to homemade cheese and honey. The people watching is unbeatable. Grandmothers, young couples, and proud farmers all mingling. I sampled Bronza, each vendor eager to share their story. I grabbed a plate of mitai, grilled sausages, fresh bread, and mustard, and savored every bite. The market is the city's living room, where people connect and community thrives. Visiting isn't just about shopping, it's about immersing yourself in daily life. If you want to understand Moldova, get lost in the wonderful chaos of its central market. What you remember most from any trip isn't the sights, it's the people. Moldovans are some of the warmest, most generous souls I've met. Hospitality is a way of life here. A guest is a gift from God. I was welcomed everywhere as a friend, not a tourist. I met a young winemaker, Ion, who shared his family's traditions and dreams over a homemade feast. I arrived a stranger and left feeling like family. This warmth is everywhere, in the market, on the street, in every smile. Moldova reminds us of our shared humanity and the joy of connection. These moments are the true souvenirs, the stories you'll tell for years. The people of Moldova are the country's greatest treasure. So here's your invitation. Go to Moldova. It's a country on the verge of discovery, still a beautiful secret. Here you'll find authentic experiences, rich culture, and open-hearted people. Your visit supports local winemakers, guest houses, and artisans, helping keep traditions alive. You become part of their story, an ambassador for this magical place. Think of the stories you'll bring home: underground wine cities, village festivals, homemade pastries, and cliffside monasteries. Moldova isn't just about seeing new things, it's about feeling something new. Go with an open mind and an empty stomach. Be ready to be surprised and delighted. Moldova will capture your heart, just as it did mine. The people are waiting with open arms and a full glass of wine. The party's just getting started, and you're invited. Don't miss it. 13.